So now let's go over customizing our channel. Easiest way to do that is to go up to the customize channel button right here. And this is located on the my channel page, which is right here at my channel. So what you want to do is just find this anywhere on YouTube, click on your icon, go to my channel, then go to customize channel. Now this button may have moved. YouTube likes to move it all over the place. Like I said in the earlier tutorial, if that has happened, go ahead and just do a quick Google search to see where it is currently. If you can't find it, send a question and I'll try to find it and then update the video. But this stuff changes all the time, so it's sort of hard to keep it all up to date. But it should be somewhere like that. Once you are into the customized channel options right here, you can do two things right off the bat, which is change your icon and your channel art. And I recommend that you do those because these are sort of the front end to your brand. Having something that defines you on both of these elements is very important. For example, on mine, I have this as the channel art. It shows basically really largely who I am, some emblems, you know, the things I teach, and then just something to show people why they should subscribe. I make videos every other day. And then down here, I just have my icon, which is the AM icon. And then so now you want to add both of these things. It's really easy. Just click on the edit button up here. You'll go to edit, and then you can just upload. You see, I've tried this a couple times just to mess around with it because they made it. They sort of changed it so you have to go through Google, but it's just really simple. All you got to do is click upload photo. You can find a photo, which I've already uploaded right here. Click on that photo and you can use the whole emblem or you can use a section of that emblem. So like if we just wanted to target, I don't know, maybe the M, we could do that right like so. If you click done, it's going to create the icon, and notice that it's going to cut it into a circle because that's just how most things work on YouTube is it goes into the circle. So try to create your content so that it fits into a circle near the center. And now I have this big sort of M right here. And if we go back here, you'll notice that it takes a little while to refresh. And that was one of the warnings that it said. It's going to take a little bit of time to refresh this right here. Maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours. Next thing we can do is we can add the channel art. So if we click on add channel art, we can select and upload a photo from our computer on something like Photoshop or just any photo. I'm going to go ahead and use a gallery photo because I don't have one, you know, quickly prepared right here. Later on in the course, I'll show you quickly how you can create some channel art that'll work to this size right here, which is 2560 by 1440. Not the most difficult thing in the world. Just create like a Photoshop or a GIMP file that's that size and just put some stuff onto it. But let's just go ahead and choose something so that it isn't blank. The stoplight looks kind of cool. Click on it, select it, and there we go. So now we have just some channel art. Like I said, it's probably best to create something that's bested to your brand, and we'll go over that a little bit in the sort of introduction to video editing part later on in the course. So now we have an emblem set, which is going to update in a little while, and then our background. You can also sort of go into advanced features. If you go over here into the gear icon, you'll notice that we have a bunch of different sort of privacy settings and stuff, so definitely take a look at that. If you don't want people to see your subscriptions and playlists and stuff like that, you definitely want to keep these on private. You can also customize the layout of your channel. So this goes into the advanced. If we click advanced settings here, we can actually go into a different sort of version of some additional things here. One of them is to change your country to whatever country you're in. I am in the United States, so I will change it to the United States. And then we can add channel keywords. So like I could add something like Adobe Masters or maybe Adobe Tutorials, sort of channel keywords. This will help for when people are searching up here. They'll actually find your channel through the tags. You can allow advertisements to be displayed along your videos. You get monetization for this. Now the problem here is that YouTube's policy is a little bit strict nowadays. It is, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours, I believe, of view time a month or a year to actually get ads. But this is where you would do it. You would sort of link it up right here. And you can sort of display the count or don't display the count from right here as well. Click save. And then now we can just go back into our account by going up, clicking on the YouTube button, then going here and going to my channel. That's kind of the easiest way to do it. And so we can go back into customize channel and you see that this stuff is starting to sort of come through here. And then for this next part, I'm actually going to switch over to Adobe Masters just because you sort of need a lot of videos to be able to see some of these features. If you notice, I have these extra buttons, CSV export, trending, and stats, and that is just because of the vidIQ plugin. Again, I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. But you'll notice that it's exactly the same as this one over here. If I click Customize Channel, we will go to the Customize Channel feature just like this one over here. And so once we're in here, once you have a few videos, you actually have a few more options here. One of them is to basically create a different view for returning subscribers and for new video visitors. So for new visitors, I have basically a trailer video that just explains who I am, what I do, and why you might subscribe, why you might want to subscribe. And then back here for returning subscribers, it just is my most recent video, and then just sort of some of my popular videos down here. And you'll notice that basically all it changes is this tab right here for returning subscribers and new videos. You can create a channel trailer by just going to For New Visitors, and then you can basically go to this little button up here, go to Change Trailer. There'll probably be an Add Trailer button right here. You just choose a video that you've uploaded. I just have this one as unlisted so that people can't accidentally just find the video. It just only plays when they come to this part in my channel. Beneath this, you'll notice that we have this button right here that says Add Section, and that's what these are right down here. They are sections. So if we wanted to add ourselves a new section, what you can do is there's a lot of different options here. You can put playlists. I like playlists because it allows you to sort of organize your footage and create a channel and direct people to some of the stuff that you do. You can also put something like Live Now, a horizontal roll, and it'll show all of your live streams. So maybe if you do like a lot of live streaming, this might be a good thing to put down here. You could put subscriptions down here, but I don't have public subscriptions, so that's not going to show. But if you did like public subscriptions, you like to show it, there's an option for that right here. Multiple playlists, it'll list a bunch of different playlists, recent activities, recent posts, liked videos, popular videos. There's a whole bunch of options for here that you can just sort of customize and have some fun with. One of the ones that I like to do is if you go over here to playlists, what I do is I actually create playlists and I have them auto sort. So if you go to a new playlist and you create it, just create it with any name you want. Then you can actually click on that playlist. You go into it and you go into the edit button right here. And you'll see it brings us to this screen. And we can go to the playlist settings, and if you click on the auto add button right here, you can say that if the title contains and then something, add it to this playlist. What's really neat about that is that means I don't have to manage my playlist every time I upload a video. As long as I go with the same title, which I always do, at least the same elements, it'll put it into this playlist for me. And that'll create a playlist that has basically organizes all of my content for me, and then I can sort it by the date published. I can change the sorting in here as well, ordering date published newest or most popular or whatever you want to do. And then now once I go back into here, so I have my playlist created, I can go into the home section, and I can actually add that playlist down here. So I can go to content, and then I can go to created playlist or a single playlist, and then choose from my playlist. You can host other people's playlists as well. And then I can go to the one that I was just looking at, which was Premiere Pro. And you see that we have a playlist now that has all of my content most recent. So it sorts them. Every time I make an After Effects video, it goes to right here. Every time I make an Adobe InDesign video, it goes right here. Photoshop video goes right here. Premiere Pro video goes right here. So it just creates a way to organize your data, just sort of combining playlists together. You can also just basically add some, you can add some featured channels to the right side over here. So if we go over to the right side, we can go to the featured channels and we can click the edit button up here. And you can just edit the module and add whoever you want. These are just some people that I like to follow. You can really add literally any channel on YouTube into here. Down here, you also have related channels. This one is just enabled or disabled because YouTube chooses the ones that are close to you in the related channels. I like to have it just because it adds a nice little element over here, and I think the community as a whole is just sort of very open to sharing views between us because we're all just trying to help other people learn. So it just has some of the most related people, and I agree these are probably the most related people that I know on the sort of the market right now for my channel. And then that is basically really it. You can change how you view it, but other than that, there isn't many other elements. If you want to add some sort of like social icons up here, you can go up here and click Edit Links. And what you can actually do is you can create links back here in the About section. You can create additional links and you can put them up here, which is kind of neat, like Facebook, Twitter, and stuff like that, so people can quickly click on them. Like, for example, if we go to Andrew Wong, I believe he has his Patreon up there, is what he usually runs with. Yeah, he's got a Patreon, his Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff up here. So if you click on that, it's going to open up an Instagram account with him, with all of his videos and stuff like that. So that's a really neat feature that you can do as well. But other than that, that is basically it on the channel customization. There's a lot of different features. Just sort of play around with them and really just have some fun. Just sort of work with it. It takes you a little while to get something that you really feel happy with. I mean, it probably took me 4 or 5 days of manipulating this and then my icon and then sort of how I liked my layout to actually feel good about how I like my channel to look. So just play around with it, have some fun, and yeah, that is how you customize your channel.